This is a very sad situation. I want you all to pay attention and, listen to this video to the very end. A lot of Nigerian nurses, African nurses that are in the UK, most especially the ones that are recently relocated to the UK, a lot of them are facing serious challenges. If you all remember, I brought a video few months ago where I talked about Nigerian nurses who came to the UK with fake certificates. And those nurses, their actions, their act has affected a lot of other Nigerian and also other African nurses here in the United Kingdom. So when they are practicing, most of these senior nurses, managers, supervisors see them as, okay, I don't think this one is competent. I don't think this one has got the right documentation. I don't think this one, took CBT, that's those computer-based tests. CBT, yeah, computer-based tests. I don't think they pass their tests, they pass their exams. Most of them are here with, fake certificates and all that. So a lot of them are facing serious challenges at the moment. A lot of them are in tears. I want us to hear from some of them, their experiences, what they are passing through presently in the UK. Is it so sad? Please remember to subscribe and share this video. You don't know the person that this video might help.
I'm getting pension. I wanted to work somewhere, and they have the audacity to be asking me, "Oh, so in 79, where were you working?" I said, "Please don't fuck with me. What do you mean? Didn't you look at my CV? I finished secondary school 79, 74. You are asking me, where was I working? Oh, sorry. Oh, we just had some nurses." I said, "I've been practicing here since 91. I didn't even know about CBT anyway, to be frank. I only had it maybe in the last 3 months. But when they were asking us sort of rubbish, I work in NHS for 20-something years. You are asking me, what did I do 1970-something? I said, "Can you remember what you did?" The way you talk to them that way. But, if you haven't lived here for a long time, you will try to be respectful. And so they can know, they know what you know from the way you speak. We are not very rude, but their own children will be so rude to them that they will be saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry." Oh, they will say, "You are stupid. Don't be stupid." We can't say that to somebody that somebody stop talking. Say, "Don't talk stupidly." We will say, "Oh, she's been rude to me." But that's the way they speak here. Please, people that knows about this, like going around, let's make so much noise. Let all the nurses come together and help each other. Those that are going through this problem, let us eat. I'm telling you, it can't happen. My daughter, although she's British, she trained here, primary school, secondary school, she's a doctor, she's a registrar. She's married to Asian. Not that she wants passport, but they work together. And she was telling me that, "Mommy, something is wrong with Black community. That in their house, even as I'm speaking now, if Asian person comes, he said, 'Mommy, don't be surprised. They will stay in our house for 6 months. We have to bring them up. We have to tell them. My husband has to tell them where to go, what to do, what not to do.'" And this boy, Asian, was one telling me, "Mommy, what do you like to eat? When you are old, do you want to go to nursing home? Do you want to go back to Nigeria?" They plan things. They know what they are doing. But Nigeria, no. We come here, we get big house, we live isolated life. Then when problem comes, nobody to help us. This type of thing, have you heard Asian person saying this? It won't happen to them. Because the moment they told you character this thing, you go to a Nigerian community, they have lawyers, they will go with you. If it's Asian, they will go with you. About 5-6 people will go with you. And they will be writing letters, right, left, and center because of you. That's what they do. I didn't know this until my daughter is married to that person. So please, let's make so much noise. I'm just happy that I was just. I saw.
Thank you, ma. Mommy Bembase, how are you doing, Mama?
Please. It's very annoying treating people like this.
Fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mama. So please, if you know any churches, any mosque, any community, if you know any Nigerian nurses, please speak to them. If they don't speak to you, check them. How are they feeling? How are they doing? If they are affected, because some of them are affected, they cannot even tell their community, they cannot tell their pastor or their imam. A lot are just suffering. Look at that woman, the way she was just all alone. And mental health, depression is really.
Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing about this thing.
If you type it now, if you type it or ask your family people to type it, just type NFCCBT fraudulent, you will see a law will come out. Even Nigerian news carried it. Nigerian community are even mocking people. They are mocking them that you see, how can they do fraud? How can they be fraudulent? That is bad.
Why is it that they do India? They do exam for their children. It's in the news. They do exam for they climb through the through 3-story building to do exam for their children.
A lot of bloggers have carried this news. If not the person came to us, we wouldn't even know that is a widespread news like that. It's attracted a lot of attention. People that are affected, they were still mocking them. And NFC is using money to form panel to go for commissioning. And at the end of the day, those data are faulty.
Imagine that. But
imagine somebody that is
anyway? You in any
the lady will finish her story. We've got two people that have their story to share. We only with one person now, but we want more people to come up. We want more people to come up and share.
Are you okay? Are you comfortable where you are? Can you speak? I told them yes. They asked me.
Yes, please. If you know any of your auntie, any of your family friend that migrated between 2020 and now, and they are nurses, please check with them if they are doing well. If it doesn't affect them, Shimsi, you can come up if you want to share your story. Just click one of the empty box and we'll bring you up.
Giving two chances. If they are giving two chances, either a new registration or I will proceed for the appeal. I will before what they make the appeal for me, the RCA, allowing for the appeal those that have agreed that they did it, like someone helped them or they saw the paper or something like that. They asked me, did I see it? This very exam is just objective exam, and the NMC, they kept repeating the same questions. From the day the CBT started, go to Telegram groups, go to other, even the Pearson's View websites. Before you write the exam, you will get access to past questions and go and verify anywhere, even not just from candidates from Nigeria. Ask candidates in those international nurses taking CBT exams, like they are taking this same exam, and they kept on repeating the same question, in the sense that if you study these very questions very well, entering that exam, you are going there to see the same thing, like the same thing. So when the RCN called me, I told them nobody helped me in hell. Look at the situation that made me to finish this very exam as fast as I could. So this is it. They said, okay, that since I did not accept, since I said I did not do anything, nobody helped me, I should proceed with my appeal, that they are not giving me the chance to certify. Since that appeal, they have not replied to me, no date yet. It's taken about three months now, getting to the 4th month. No date. I keep working under pressure. The time when you will be going to work, you will be scared that you don't know if it's to be the end of it today, because my employer, they've told me that once this pin is not issued, I should pack my bags. They are taking the COS. They are going to send me back to the Nigeria. They are writing home office regarding my state. Like, you are just living under fear, under pressure that you don't know what is the next thing in your life. most of us, it's not that we are not working back home. We've been working. You can imagine me working as a senior nursing officer. Then I will come here after resigning, sending my resignation letter back home. Then they are now expecting me to just go back home like that, to start from where? Looking for a job again. They should, all I have to say, pass a fair judgment, considering families that they are about to destroy, considering lives, considering many things before they pass their judgment. That's just it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, this is telling on your mental health. And like I said, depression is real. Nobody's looking after your health. Nobody's considering how you are doing. And do say that the NMC said somebody is going to call you. And the person is trying to lure you to accept with the expectation that if you do, they might likely consider you. Is that what you're saying? Is that how you feel? Or is that what
I feel that the NMC, they didn't tell me directly that the ROCN will call, or any of the groups I joined will call. But me, I feel that this is a union that they referred us to. Like, they are the ones that referred us to these very unions. They are about four to five unions that they referred us to. Then they will tell us, if you feel depressed, they know how to feel now. If you feel depressed, you should call so number. Like, they are killing you on one hand. They are killing you on the other hand. They are showing like as if they care. So me, I see it that they
with you
for ROCN to come in and be asking me that question. I don't know how to feel, but I feel that
they want to add to your problem.
NMC.
They want to add to your problem. Then they will say you are depressed. You are not. When they've sorted that out, they will now say you are too depressed to be trusted to look after people. That's the way they behave.
That's it. Because you can imagine this matter is getting to 2 years plus now, and people's life is just stuck somewhere.
Because I don't know.
The RCN members, they don't really represent the case very well. They will just take you to the hearing. They will be there looking at you. Those people will pass their judgment, and this is what it is. They don't even care. So
no, I didn't want to say that before.
Very much.
What I'm still telling you, sorry, you know what I'm still saying now? What I'm talking about, it happened 2014. It happened 2014. Yeah, it happened 2014. They've not talked about CBT, and it's about medical something. And if you called RCN, or they have which other one, or NMC, or, Dental Medical Council, GMC, if you think the union, if you think they will represent you very well, it's a lie. But when this thing happened in 2014, it was a solicitor. And we were dragging this case for over a year until the boy, we didn't know, maybe somebody advised him. And when we finish, I'm going to tell him whether he got the number of the solicitor. That same day, I remembered, they said if the person doesn't register by 5, imagine going to medical school, dental school for 5 years, and because of silly things, they say you can never practice and you can never go back to medical school or dental school. Immediately that solicitor wrote them a letter. They were the one begging at 3 o'clock, please register. Call the GMC, call the dental district to register before 5. So
what happened is this. I've said I've started giving people barrister now. But the first people that did the hearing early March last year, one of their members said they could not give lawyer. But anyway, let's leave that one for side now. At least they are supporting now. At least they are supporting now. So let's see more results now. Now that they have taken responsibility. Because if you go to the Guardian newspaper, when the matter started, RCN boss also frowned at the fraudulent act and said, they need to deal with these people because they are putting the patient's life at risk. So LCN was also backing this investigation, which is fine. You know what I mean? But the matters need to be handled carefully and
Not
in the right
everybody's
way.
fraudulent.
Yeah, not just use a black pen. Anyway, let's hear. I will bring Shimstin now, but let's hear quickly from the second person before we bring people on the platform on TikTok now. We've got one more testimony, one more experience that also somebody will share. We just need a true representation, but we will have loved LCN to have stand on their feet as early as possible when the matter was started initially. But now it has attracted the public now. I think they are coming on board now, and they are going to do a good job. So finger crossed. Let's expect more positive support from families.
As well. Please let this be going viral. Share this. So your experience is similar to someone. In fact, this person is not similar because this person is already working, already had a pain, and they have withdrawn their pain. They had a hearing last year, and they saw the minute made them to lose their job until same woman supported and will take the case back to court and we're able to have a victory to get their pain back. For there's another hearing, and that hearing, in fact, is a big serious issue. They could not resolve the matter. So, LMC CB2, take a mic.
Good morning, everybody.
Tell us how many nurses involved. How many nurses involved, and what has been the experience? And what are you going through?
Okay. In this situation, right, the other person earlier said about 500 plus nurses were involved. So for all nurses that have written their exams or tests, taking their exam in this center from year 2021, were all involved in this issue. So it started, I think it's 2023. Yeah. When they sent an email regarding that there was a widespread fraud, that they got an information from there because during the exam, one of the nurses that sat for the exam maybe took a snapshot and posted it. And that was the information I later got, that it took a snapshot of someone sitting by her side and posted it, and they saw it online or something. That was where the issue comes from. So, and they later sent an email to everybody that wrote exam from 2021. Even those that have been working and that have their PIN since 2021, all of them were involved. So, and we were asked to they said that we inform our employers, which till date they did not do. So they asked us to write another CBT here in the UK, which we did, and we passed. We don't have an issue regarding that. But in my own case, as when they sent that email, the email they sent was that the test was taken June 20th, and that is an adult nursing test. But I am not an adult nurse, so the test was not the right test. The date was not the right date. So after raising an observation regarding that, NMC apologized that they were sorry. However, the data that was sent and compiled for that same does not change. It remained the same data that they said they were to use. So after receipt for another test, the CSOs, they sent an email again that there's going to be an investigative panel or something like that was set up, which happened last year. And during that panel, because I don't know, I did not get any solicitor, I did not get any advocate. I went there on my own because I believe that I can express myself. I know what I did. So there and there, just 4 hours or 5 hours after that, my PIN, I was struck out from the register.
What?
So this has so much impact on me and my family, because for all those months, I couldn't work. For more than 6 months, I didn't work until I took the case to save the woman who had took the case to court. And when NNC got to know that this case is dragging, the thing got up and down, and they gave me back my PIN.
Exactly.
So, said there's going to be another fresh panel to sit for it, because they said the panel, I don't know, they said the panel, the investigative panel that did the last one, there was
procedural irregularities.
There was procedural irregularities. Yes, they said there was procedural irregularities. So that they accepted on their own part that there was procedural irregularities. So, and that was why they requested for another sitting. Meanwhile, during this period, my employers were not notified. The paper that they sent everywhere, they sent to us during the email, they said your employers will be informed. You don't have to do anything. If the other sister that just finished talking can remember, in the paper that was sent, they said the employer, you are not supposed to do anything. They will inform your employer. But I took it upon myself to inform my employer myself that this is what happened. And I was supported by my manager, who wrote to NMC that this person has never had any issues at work. She did her job diligently. She wrote a recommendation letter. My schools in Nigeria wrote recommendation letter. My office, when I was in Nigeria, wrote recommendation letter. All this was swept under the carpet. They did not even look at it. They did not even use it inside their bundle. So, my transcript while I was in school was sent by the school to them to know that, okay, this person that you're talking about cannot do this kind of thing that you said, that fraud. And this same person have done this test, and this person has passed again. The results, the person has, because they said I had 73 in Nigeria, and here in the one in the UK, I had 78. The numeracy, I had 100 in Nigeria. Here in the UK, I had 100 here too. So the bone of contention is what I don't know, why this was dragging. If not, there was something fishing that we don't know. So the another panel that was set up was yesterday, day before yesterday. So it was dragging. The NMC representative said a lot of stuff. He said a lot of stuff. In fact, I can't even explain it. So they said that even the state woman, they were dragging this matter, and till now, they couldn't reach any conclusion on this, because the head of the panel, the chairperson of the panel, said there was too much information that he cannot even handle this. So he cannot give judgment on this, because it seems that they don't really understand what was going on. Then they said that there was a data that was collated. You understand? Who collated the data? We started asking questions. So other centers, they said there was no CCTV there. What happened? Why was there no CCTV in a unique center? What happened? Because other centers, they had CCTV. So what happened? So it's so obvious that they were trying to hide something. They don't want to disclose it. They were trying to hide something. So I asked questions with the PSCView representative that for an organization like PSCView, that is the one that is in charge of exams like this for NMC, what are those things you people put in place, and why is there no CCTV? They said they don't know. So the NMC representative, the chairman of the panel, asked the PSCView that, okay, why is it that, did anybody from your organization went to go to that place for the setup of that office? Did you see the setup? Were you there? How what are those things you people put together for you to be able to say, okay, this place should be an exam center for CBT? They said they did not go there. They said a lot of things that shows that there was more information and there is more to this than made the high. So it was dragged all through yesterday, from the day before yesterday to yesterday. This is the third time we're having the hearing. Not tonight, they couldn't conclude on anything because it was just too much information which they can't even agree upon. The chairman couldn't conclude on anything. He said he cannot give his verdict as of now because looking at it from the verdict that was given last year, which has cost me so much pain, my children, my husband, myself, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. And now that I will have my pain back and they brought this issue again, after writing the exam, after doing all this stuff, it was so emotional. It was so, there was this emotional trauma that this particular incident is really causing to me and my household now. But as it is now, we don't really know what is on ground. We want the Nigerian community to really attend to this because this is a slap on the Nigerian community. This type of issue, they said it happened to the Filipino community or one of the Asian community, and this was attended to, and this stopped because it's a slap on their face, and this stopped. So I don't know why Nigeria is dragging this much, this far, and we couldn't sort anything out. No one could stand for us, and it's just like a mess. When you need us, the nurses, we were there, we came, and we're there, and now it's like, you don't need us again. You're not looking for a way to just, this. We pay money to the NMC, and they are using our money now to destroy us. We pay money to them. When we use our money for registration, we pay yearly for our PIN to be on the register. It's just unfortunate because we don't really know what is happening again. It's so unfortunate.
Somebody came up before that I want to give share experience. Please, if you are part of these people, if you are affected or you know anyone that's affected, please come on board, share. We'll be running this session for a couple of times now. We will tell you the updates of the hearing that happened after we came back from court. The hearing has been completed and the decision has been taken, and we're going to be sharing more of that. Yeah, we need to start creating our own community, our own union. We need our voices, honestly speaking. Oh, cook food and road. If you want to come up, if you want to share, suggest, please. Mommy Ben Base, do you want to take a mic? For me, are you part of the nurses, or you know anyone, or you are aware of anyone? Those of you on comment section, if you want to talk, please let us know. We can bring you up. There's a space there. I can bring you up. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Chipsy, come up.
Hello.
Mommy Baby, take a mic.
Thank you. I really don't have anyone who is coming as a nurse and who has to go through this CBT at the moment. I only know of someone, I think, going to 2 years ago. Last year or 2 years ago, when that concerns came up about Nigerian nurses presenting fake certificates and everything. So she was already working, but she couldn't get a PIN number from NMC here. So she was part of the people that were asked to go and do the exam again. So she had to do the exam again, but I don't know what exam she had to do again. And then she had to do OSCE again here, which is like a practical thing before you get your PIN number. So now she's got a PIN number and she's working. So at the moment, I don't really have anyone in that situation that I had to go through that experience. The only thing I felt like was that at the beginning, when there were concerns about fraudulent results, where there were concerns about people's practice, when people were showing the media that, there was a nurse that could not do vital orbs, there was a nurse that does not know about IV, there was a nurse that this and that, and then they come back from home claiming that they are nurses and NHS because they're trying to save costs. They've employed them. Because then you have patients as well who would complain to say, oh, the nurse did not check this, the nurse did not check that. And it's so unfortunate that it is our own people that are in that category of not being able to deliver what is expected. Maybe it might just be because of the knowledge they have back home, might not be up to the standard of the knowledge that is expected here, or maybe just because they don't know. And when there were media showing people who were coming up to say, oh, the certificate that my wife presented to embassy to come here as a nurse is fake. It was taken from somewhere in Lagos. So those are the eye-openers to them. Those are the things that they would look into and say, you know what, let's verify this state. If they say this person is a nurse from back home and this person cannot do this, and then they work with other nurses as well, and this does not necessarily mean Caucasians, white nurses, it might even be the same black nurse from Nigeria, and they see that, oh, this person does not know this thing, and this person, no, this is patient safety that we're talking about. What if an accident happened? Would we be able to hand up on this person? So I think that the way we give them a lot of options, we open their eyes to so many things, and then once they have a look at one thing, then it unveils so many things again. So one person will say, this is the reason why this is this, then they're going to go further and start unpicking things. However, if you use a fake certificates back home to come into this country, and then they now ask you to prove it, you yourself, you know that the certificate I have is not genuine, so there will be difficulties in proving the genuinity of it. If you use original certificate and you can defend your certificate, and if they check the records in Nigeria, or they do this, they do that, you have your record and it is valid, then if they ask you to do it again, just because they want to randomly test everybody, or they just want to make sure that everybody is got the original certificate from back home, so they can take the fake certificate out from people from practicing, then you see. So it depends on what you have in your hand as an individual. So I really don't have anyone around that would it's been in that situation. And when I work at the hospital as well, the individuals I work with already have their COS with the hospital I work with, and they've not shared anything like that. Alternate to it is that I know most people will look at the cost every month. The best option as you work in this country, whether you're immigrant or how many years you've been or you're just new, is to always find some amount of money. You need to join union. You need to join an RCN. You need to belong to a union. Not because you want to do something, you're not meant to join union because, well, I'm already in union, let me go and do something. If you do something, union is not good. Union is also employed by the council. So union will not say, oh, that's fine, you didn't give the patient the medication. That's not a problem. So you are not in the union because you want to do something bad, or because I have fake certificate, I'm going to be in union, so that union will tell them that it's my right to work. It doesn't work like that. And if you have to be in union, I understand you have to be there 4 weeks before you can present a case to union to represent you. So if you are going to be in union, you must make sure that your hands are clean, so that when union is representing you, then they don't have anything to be hiding.